Does anyone else see anything I'm missing?
I did roll a blind check, Chase.
Okay. For what was your check? The perception?
Just a perception.
Yeah, you don't see any traps either.
Does Victoria?
She does not.
Okay.
There's Gingham's roll. That matters.
Gingham does not see any traps either.
All right. Well,
You
don't
guys got
laugh,
so scared of the
Chase.
description of this place.
I did. I'm nervous.
Like, if there's ever a trap, it would be right here. Good evening, fellow geeks. Welcome to another episode of Stolen Fate. Last time we left off, you guys were getting ready to follow Hajek's advice and do a counter-offensive against the Prince of Wolves. So you guys now know that you can access an in-between realm that was created by the Deck of Harrowed Tales, which is very similar to your Deck of Destiny and Harrowcourt, but it's somewhere that Hajek has once existed and had some trauma in a long time ago. You guys know you can access that through the little burnt spot where you defeated the Prince of Wolves when he invaded Harrowcourt last time. And you guys were hustling and getting some preparations because she thinks the window is going to be short before he uses that portal to invade you again. So you guys were doing some preparations. You guys did some last minute panic shopping. Gingham was doing some crafting. Crunk was going to the temple, and Jack was taking a roguely, edgy stroll into the woods. So, does anybody have anything they want to role play out before we continue?
I would love to role play. I love role playing. I would like to be at the temple.
Okay, yeah. What are you doing at the temple?
I think that Crunk strides in and he looks tense. Normally he's very friendly and he's stopping to talk to people and he knows everything about everyone's life, but right now he's storming inwards, not even stopping to say hi to Respa and Sigaric.
Wow, okay.
That's how you know it's serious. You're not even saying hi to your cleric friends.
Yeah,
They
I
just
know.
kind of give you a concerned look, but they leave you be.
So you know how there's like clerics and then there's war priests?
Uh-huh.
There's the cloistered clerics. Is there like a section where the war priests go to train?
Yeah, there's probably like a little training yard in the temple.
Cool. I'm gonna go to the training yard and I'm gonna find like a leader of the trainers. I want to sit down and speak with them for a while.
Okay. Yeah, there's an elven woman there. That is a simulacrum. But you know.
Really? Another simulacrum?
Everybody
They're
is simulacrum
everywhere.
except for like you guys and Willem.
But
no.
I'm at
Absalom.
the temple in Absalom.
Oh, I thought, okay, gotcha.
The
Absalom,
simulacrum
my bad.
are everywhere.
Everywhere.
Okay.
You mean everywhere?
They've permeated the entire world.
Chase has now revealed
What?
a secret
Spoiler
about
alert.
Gloria.
Do Respa
No,
and
okay.
Sigaric generally live in this place with us?
No, you're right. I went down the wrong trail.
Okay, no worries.
Sure you did.
Okay. It's an elven woman?
Yep. She's got butterfly tattoos up her neck and an elven curve blade.
I'm sorry, we have not had the chance to meet yet. I am Crunk. I thought you were going to cut in there and recognize me, but I guess not.
I know who you are.
Oh, just reserved. Terse. I like that in a person. I don't have much time, so I'm going to get straight to the point. I have an intense trial facing me. and I hope that Desna can support me through it. Normally I take to the clerics to pray and center myself in Desna's will, but I feel this time I need more action. I ask for your guidance.
She cuts you off and stands up and starts immediately swinging her sword at you.
Oh. I cast shield first before drawing my sword. Imagine her weapon shatters through my magic. Catch her blade on mine.
Yeah, she does a relentless assault and kind of puts you on the back foot. And, you spar back very proficiently. But at some point in the duel, she twirls around behind you, draws a star blade, and just pokes you just ever so slightly in the back of the neck with it, and then fall asleep.
I fall asleep?
Yeah.
What?
For 2 hours and you missed the whole operation.
do I see
Go ahead
when
and
I'm
narrate
asleep?
a little dream where you're narrate a dream of you getting your new ability.
Okay. Krunk falls asleep, and it's this feeling of falling in a full circle. And when he's standing back upright again, the world stops spinning. There's a grand staircase, just floating steps. And he starts to ascend it and just running as fast as he can. And he knows that up above there's this purple sky, and everything else is just a void. And he's trying to get to the top, and he can't reach there. He's just running and running relentlessly. And he shouts, "Desna! Desna, please!" And then the steps start to fall out from underneath him, and he's just tumbling relentlessly. And then butterfly wings spring up from his back, and he starts to fly upwards. But he doesn't make it. He doesn't get all the way up there. Instead, there's a little landing that he alights on, and as soon as his feet touch the ground, his butterfly wings poof away, and he's standing in a meadow. He's quiet for a moment. He starts looking around. Then the trees suddenly rush towards him, and he's in the middle of a forest, and people start running at him. And so he's starting to fight in the forest, and he's just trying to push onwards and find his way to Desna, and he can't quite get there. And somewhere in the midst of this running and fighting and this searching and the landscape swirling around him, he hears Desna's voice right behind him, right as he's about to give up with all of his he's feeling despair in this moment. And her gentle voice reminds him that she is always with him. He has to assert his will. And as this revelation comes across him, a giant cyclops steps out, and the forest fades away, and they're in this barren landscape. And he says, "In Desna's name," marks this person for death, runs forward and smites him. And then he wakes up.
I love that. When you wake up, that elven woman is missing, and you're instead on your back, still out in the same training yard you were before, and there's a bunch of people around you. Some of them are kneeling and praying around you. Some of them are surrounding you with flower petals, and one of them is painting a little butterfly on your forehead. You wake up, and they all respectfully step back and just disperse as if everything was business as usual.
Thank you, elven woman, whoever you are. Feeling a little more centered in Desna, Krunk will drop a handful of gold pieces in the donation plate and find the cleric before he leaves, the one he normally speaks with.
Nice. Do you want to have a chat or just for narrative purposes?
No, I want to have a chat.
Okay.
Oh,
Krunk.
pardon, I know that you are busy attending Desna's will, but I had just wondered if perhaps she had left any words for me last you conferred.
All we know is the great dreamer obviously has her eye on you. You're one of her Most brightly shining children, but nothing to report.
I see. Sometimes it is hard to find Desna's will.
As
There
it
was
is with most of the gods and goddesses.
For a long time, I thought that my charge was to take care of young Jack, to guide him or to help him in his mission, and yet it seems as if things have changed and Jack is supposed to be helping me now, and I don't know how to be in this role.
We can't always fix scoundrels, Crunk. Remember that.
I had never considered such a thing. What prompted you to say that?
I don't know. Just a thought.
Well, thank you. I will think on
I
this.
think you're on a good path, though, Crunk. You do understand that many of us devote our lives to Desna and the other gods and goddesses, and not all of us ever hear them speak directly, get direct influence. Many of us must just put endless amounts of faith. And that can still be enough. But your path is special.
You're right. I should be grateful for what I have.
Desna's tenants give us guidance when she cannot directly.
I thank you. And if I do not see you again, please continue to walk in Desna's light.
He bows. Sleep well, dream big.
Sleep well and dream big. He'll excuse himself and head back with
Sweet.
renewed conviction. Do I get any Desna push?
Sure, I'll give you one.
Thank you.
Sure.
Desna push, please.
Money, please.
Money, please.
Game, Tori? Either of you have anything you want to resolve before we
Gingham
move
or
forward?
Tori?
Gingham or Tori.
Gingham or Jack?
Tori has a lot that she wants to resolve.
Yeah.
I don't think now and here is the place for that, but
Yeah. When Crunk gets back, this is okay. When Crunk gets back, Gingham is. How long do you think he's gone, Crunk?
That's a really great question for Chase because I don't know how long my dream sequence took.
Your dream sequence was just a few minutes.
And how
You
long
get-
does it take to walk through Absalom?
I mean, you're on a timer of an hour, so I imagine you scurried and you're back within the hour.
Well, definitely. I just don't know how long it takes
Probably
me to
towards
navigate.
the end of the hour.
Okay, it's been about
Okay.
45, 50 minutes.
Great. That would be more than enough time for Gingham to craft. So when Crunk gets back, Gingham is not like directly outside Crunk's door because that's too close.
Well,
What?
I have to come through your closet.
Oh, that's right. Okay, no, Gingham's sitting on their bed then.
hello.
Hi. So Gingham's sitting on their bed and they have something wrapped in cloth next to them. Oh, you're back.
Yes, sorry, it took me so long. I hurried as quickly as I could.
Of course. I have something for you. Gingham will gesture to the thing under the cloth. I would lift it, but it got kind of heavy and I had to have the dwarf help me. But this is for you.
Oh, well, you shouldn't have, Gingham. I didn't bring you anything back.
It's not the point.
Can I open it now?
Aye, yes, please open it now.
Uncle, go and do so.
And so it's Crunk unveils a bastard sword. But there's a few unique details on the bastard sword. He sees 3 different intricately stamped butterflies going up the sword itself. One of them is glowing red, one of them has a faint green glow, and then one of them has a faint blue glow. And then at the very tip is this star point that's like a little bit of amalgamation of all three of them. There's just this lattice up the sword. I made this for you off of the runes that we got. I know that your other sword is a good sword, but I thought maybe this could be a backup if you wanted it. This is for you.
Backup? Gingham. And he brushes his big old gnarled thumb across the butterflies. This is no backup.
Oh, that's nice then. You like it?
Yes. I do.
Glad.
Thank you. I will use it well.
I hope so. I hope it just helps us maybe kill a few more people that want to kill us.
You know, I think that Desna has that well planned for us.
Good. Where's Jack?
I know not, but I think that he will likely join us if we head to the portal.
I get a little worried about, never mind. We should go.
As you say.
We'll hop off.
Jack just nopes out of this whole thing. He's just
Jack's like,
see ya.
no.
I'm taking the cards that I've got. They're cool enough for me. I'm just gonna go live my life somewhere else.
These are enough abilities. I'm out.
Yeah, is that an option, Chase? Bye.
Always an option.
So I'm just gonna observe the rest of the campaign as Tori. I'm just here for
Oh.
commentary
Yeah.
and entertainment.
Jack's going to be a villain. You can play him when we get there.
We kind of retconned the panic shopping, so I don't know. At some point, Jack probably watched for a while to make sure after Crunk left through the closet and Gingham left to go crafting, so he didn't really have to run into either of them. But he'll take all the gear, run, go shopping, come back.
Okay.
And then I will go to said forest.
Yeah.
Jack finds like a secluded-ish spot. Like he'll try and find a thicket of trees or something where just he doesn't feel like, I don't know, anyone randomly walking through here would come upon him on accident. He'll take out the sword, he'll take out Greythorn, and then with Bert, he kind of looks at Birch. He's like, I don't really know how to do this. Can you like turn around or something? I don't know. I feel weird you watching me pray.
You have the telepathy today, right?
It'll be touch telepathy, yeah. So I guess
don't
he can.
know, kid. This is different from your patron.
Yeah, clearly. Here, maybe just like go over there, just like on the other side of that tree, and just make sure nobody
Yeah, I'll
comes
go
this
keep
way.
watch, sure.
Okay. Jack kneels down, and he kind of fidgets awkwardly for a minute, like trying to find, like, do I put the sword in my lap? Like, do I hold it out? Like, finally, he just, like, sets it down in front of him, and he shuts his eyes, and then he kind of whispers out to the ether. So, I guess I'm praying to Norgriber. To you? Is that how I address? I don't know. Hope you're listening, Norgriber. It kind of seems like you are, because you've apparently been watching me, which is a little creepy, but whatever. I think multiple gods are keeping an eye on things, so I guess I can't blame you for that. But, things are looking grim. And, well, I don't know. I just feel like I could use all the help I could get right now. And I know you gave me the sword, and it's pretty cool. Thanks for that. guess if you feel like helping me get through this, I would be okay with that kind of help too. Yeah. Oh, she said I'm supposed to say a secret. Shit, I wasn't really thinking about that part. Here's one. I've eventually tried to kill every friend I've had. Maybe I'll break that streak. I hope so. Okay, this is about all I can handle.
Pool of black liquid bubbles up in like a little recess in the dirt in front of you.
Is it like thick, like bubbly, like...
It looks
tar?
like same consistency as water, but it's black.
Jack will poke it with his sword first.
As soon as your sword touches it, it looks like it evenly coats it. And then it disappears.
Well,
You have one dose of unknown poison on that sword.
thanks. All right.
And do you want to take a push or you want to take an immediate boon?
What? Let's see, a boon. Oh, that's like when Krunk got the spell, right?
Uh-huh.
A push or a boon? I'll take a boon, because I feel like a push is sort of like when I see like M use it's sort of like calling upon Desna like in that moment, and I don't know if Jack is like there yet, like with Norgerber to be like, help me, my god. Like, I think it's more like he needs a little bit of proof now, like to see that, okay, yeah, this is a real thing. So yeah, I'll take a boon.
Okay. Krunk and Gingham make me will saves.
What?
Okay.
That sounds like a bad thing, Chase. A boon, I don't know if you know the definition, but a boon is a good thing. Like a helpful thing.
Natural 20.
Wow.
That makes sense. For
Is
Desna
this-
is with me.
I have to ask, is this disease, poison,
It's
death
a
effect?
DC 60, so you literally needed that, Krunk.
Jesus.
Whoa.
This is not going to go well. Nope. 43.
All right. Krunk, you feel like just like a weird, like you feel a little dizzy for a moment wherever you're at. You feel just like some recent memories like almost slip away, but you feel something kind of protect your mind and it slips away. Gingham, you forget anything about Krunk's sword ever being taken. You forget about everything Jack told you about it. You forget everything tying that entire incident.
Oh my goodness.
That's fucked up.
Does Jack know that? Or like...
Nope. Norgerber protects your secrets, though.
Cool.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's actually kind of dope.
For some people.
It's going to be really
Gingham's none the
confusing for
wiser.
Jack when he's like, so Krunk remembers Token, but Gingham does. He's going to be like, is Gingham just like blocking it out because it's too painful? So they're just like, Token, what? I've never heard of it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
What
Okay.
a dramatic split nat 20.
Honestly, not surprising.
Yeah, that's very Krunk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He did just pray to Desna, so you know that there are at least 5 more nat 20s coming this session.
Please, don't jinx me.
All right.
All right. Yeah, I'll scoop up Birch and I'll tell him what happened, basically. And
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
I hope so. I mean,
So you should test it on something, but might be valuable.
well, yeah, I'm not going to just randomly poison something just to see what happens.
Yeah, don't go spar with Crunk right now.
Not in my plan right now. We have bigger fish to fry. We should probably get over to that stupid portal.
You guys all grouping up at the portal?
Definitely.
Okay.
Crunk is pacing, ready to go. Hey, what did Victoria do during her downtime?
I don't think any of you guys interacted with her, so I don't think you would know.
Oh, Victoria. Hope that you found your final hour here.
Ah.
Well?
I suppose. Just did some preparations. Did some
Oh.
praying.
I did as well. Your goddess is Shaylin, correct?
Correct. I'll show you when we get back. I have a painting in my room that I work on.
I would love to see it.
I'll show you. Good meditating. Fun way to pray. I hear you sleep. Take a good nap.
Yes, when the lady is willing.
That's nice too.
So were we going to do this or just chat till the Shadow Prince shows up?
Ah,
I'm
Jack.
ready when you are.
Did not realize you had arrived yet. We are ready.
That actually tracks because I'm always sneaking now.
So-
Jack will hand out all the gear and crap that he bought for everybody.
So Jack said we use some of the cards.
Yeah, she said something about feeling a pull with some of them or something. Do any of your cards feel pulled in any direction?
Maybe we just pull them all out and see what they do?
Yes, I think that'd be wise.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys pull your cards out, a handful of them do glow and seem to vibrate and respond to the portal. And those cards are the Big Sky, the Carnival, the Demon's Lantern, the Empty Throne, the Tangled Briar, and the Vision. And any of you who are holding any of those cards feels like you have some kind of tug of a magical activation you can use.
So Chase, did Hajek just say we kind of pick one to follow, or
She said that she doesn't know the state of the realm anymore because it's been a long time, but she says there are usually some strange versions that represent some strange areas of the realm that represent the different cards.
Okay, so but it's if we were okay, Big Sky, we're going here, that's one specific area in this place versus if we were to go toward the carnival or something, right?
Right.
Okay.
And then she told you that there is she said that the entire realm you can travel by foot, but she wouldn't recommend it. She would recommend traveling by cards when you're in. And she said that the way to get to the outreaching eye is going to be in the fortress in the center of the realm. And to get there, you have to make a donation or a sacrifice, which becomes cheaper the more lanterns you gather from the inhabitants of the realm.
Lanterns? I thought she said tattoos.
Oh, tattoos. You're right. My bad.
Oh.
I was reading the Demon's Lantern. And so
Oh, okay. we just have a bunch of lanterns. Hey,
Yeah.
we got all these. Okay. Well, which of these do we want to go to?
As a novice in the group, I feel like I shouldn't pick. I'll follow you anywhere.
Jack looks at Crunk.
The Big Sky sounds as if we'll just be falling. Tangled Briar sounds equally dangerous. But we've always had luck with the carnival. Why don't we start there?
Gods, I can't wait to see what an even more twisted version of the carnival looks like.
I bet it'll be fun.
I suppose we shall find out. Let us move quickly.
Jack sighs and, with a half roll of his eyes, holds out his hand. Because aren't we supposed to, hold on to each other?
Yeah, Victoria will grab your hand and hold out her hand for somebody else.
Gingham?
Yeah, Gingham will grab Jack. Or no, Victoria, sorry.
Okay, I'll grab Gingham, and we go.
Okay. You guys activate the circus, and with the sound of shuffling cards, you guys are whipped out of existence and apparate back in a very strange place. Tent poles for what must have been an enormous central tent stand bare in a clearing. Ragged pieces of gray cloth clinging to them. A towering central pole still reaches for the sky. Strewn across the area are rusted, broken cages and tumbled wagons missing wheels. That's your immediate surroundings. And why don't you guys go ahead and give me perceptions, not blind, about more details.
I've rolled twice tonight, and both have been nat ones.
29 for me.
That one is still higher than Crunk's. It's funny.
B8.
Okay. Jack and Crunk, all you notice is what I just read you about your immediate surroundings. And also, as soon as you appear in, you hear a rattling of a cage. And you can see that there is a strange figure in one of the cages that is rattling the bars, trying to get your attention. Who wants to describe this guy?
Oh. Go ahead, Em.
Okay. Okay, so imagine a crocodilian frogman with his mouth wide agape with little trails of blood dripping from his gaping maw, a bright red eye, and a smart orange suit. And he's just at us, it looks like.
Yeah, is that the sound we hear too?
Yeah, it is. That's actually pretty accurate.
Wow.
Gingham, in addition, you can see that around you, you have like these old tent poles, dangling cloth, but you are outside, all around you, like for miles. You can see that you're in some kind of strange land. You see a bunch of different like buildings and mountains, a volcano off in the distance, and you can see miles away, walking circles around the area, is some kind of fortress on giant feminine human legs. But what's notable to you is that none of it looks real. All of it looks like props that would be used in a play. Like the volcano is pluming up smoke, but it looks like little like flutters of ribbons that one would use for special effects in some sort of performance. Even these cages look like they're made of like some sort of foam.
Weird.
Gingham's gonna look around.
Oh, and notably, the sky isn't even the sky. It is just like a blue dome. And you can see that the dome is going to end in walls around the perimeter of this large land.
Are we in some sort of 2-bit play funded by 4 Silver?
Ah!
No, you might be in the costume. Shh. Do you see this?
Yes, I do. But we knew that it was going to be a different kind of plane.
But no, I'm talking look at the volcano very closely.
I see it.
It's
yes.
ribbons.
It's ribbons. Aye.
I like it. It's quite fun.
What is this thing? Jack nods toward the lizard man in the cage.
Can I do a knowledge on
Yeah, you guys actually all recognize it because you've interacted with one and you've seen more around Harrocourt. This is a Rakshasa.
Oh yeah, those.
Some
Yeah,
of
we
them
do
look
have
like
one in
tigers,
Harrocourt.
some of them look like alligators, but this one appears to be missing his teeth and maybe more. There's just a constant stream of blood dripping from his mouth.
Ugh.
Wish I had
Is there
a
some
heal
kind of
cantrip.
check to know what's wrong with him?
Yeah, if you wanted to, you'd have to get closer. He's waving you all over.
I will go over
Gingham
there.
will go
Oh.
over, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go closer.
Yeah, as you get closer, you don't even have to make a check. He's making his horrible noise, and you can tell that he's also missing his tongue.
Oh.
Ah!
Victoria, can
Aye,
you fix that?
I sure can.
Do we
Uh,
want to?
Well, it sounds like he's trying to tell us something, so probably.
It is better to help than it is to not.
Aye.
Victoria, please.
You've got it. She pulls out a wand of regeneration, and the Rakshasa starts going, shaking his head no.
But why? Is magic bad here?
He makes a motion like this.
Oh, Gingham has so much bullshit, there's probably some paper and pen in there. There you go.
He grabs it and starts jotting some stuff down, and then he turns the parchment around to show all of you, and it says in all capital letters, Fleshworks, please get my fangs and tongue.
Where
And he
are
turns
they?
the parchment over and he scribbles, no magic. He underlines no magic and pokes it with the writing utensil.
Hey, Birch.
Yeah, kid.
You up for a diplomatic mission?
I guess so.
Could
What do you need from me?
Birch touch him
Uh-huh.
for a minute, and then Jack will pick him back up?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything useful?
Birch sits on his shoulder, and the Rakshasa perks up, and they're just both quiet for a moment, and then Birch comes scurrying back over to you. All right, so apparently there was like some kind of scuffle for this place after Hajek left it, and I guess some adventurers came in here from Varisia. They killed the dragon lord of the place, and things were good, and then something happened to them. They all lost their minds. They all started torturing each other and doing horrible things, and now one of those adventurers rules over the place. She used to be real nice. Now she's real fucked up. His words, not mine.
And he needs his tongue and teeth.
He's saying
back?
he'll get us a tattoo for the fortress if we get his tongue and fangs back from some place called the Fleshworks.
Where are the flesh works? Jack asks the Rakshasa, kind of like points.
He points back to Birch. Yeah, he said that they were like 3 days by foot southeast.
3 days?
Perhaps we could get a description of the area. We could take the cards. Oh, wait, I can't hear this conversation. Never mind. Scratch that.
Sorry. Jack is... Assume that Jack is explaining, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm not keeping this secret. I will be sort of translating for everybody.
Then yes, I will say that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ask for a description and get it through Birch.
Yeah, Birch will go hop back over, get some clarifying questions, hop back to you. He says it's that big mansion over there, and Birch stands up and points way southeast, and you see it like up on a hill, pretty far away.
Not the walking legs
Not
fortress.
the walking
Okay.
In fact, notably, getting your bearings, you guys can see that Ajek said that the place where you're going to find the outreaching eye was the fortress in the center. And now seeing this dome around all of you, the center actually seems completely empty. And you could gather that the walking fortress may be what Hajek was talking about.
Okay. Can I ask this Rakshasa what kind of the meta question is like what class this adventurer was that now rules over, that like used to be nice and now she's crazy? Like what kind of stuff was she good at? Did she do? Does he know?
Is she magic? Is she martial?
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll chat with Birch again. He said she was some kind of like fortune teller magic lady.
A fortune teller.
Makes
That
sense.
seems a little too convenient.
I mean, we're in the realm of Haro cards, right? Sure, a bunch of folk like Haro cards. Jek said she was collecting another deck before, so...
So... we're just gonna march off that way for 3 days? Do you think any of the cards we have might get us closer?
Yeah, Chase, so he didn't give us a description of the area at all. Like, we're trying to match it to the card. Like,
He pointed to a mansion out on a hill.
A mansion. Can
Southeast.
you pop up the art of the cards?
Sure.
See if maybe this is a clue.
Not to be confused with the heart of the cards.
Yes.
Are you guys looking at, are your characters like looking at the cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gingham, when you pull out the vision, the Rakshasa will point to it.
Oh, easy. But it takes a sacrifice or a cost in order to travel by these cards?
No, entering the fortress takes a sacrifice or a cost,
Oh,
but the more
okay.
tattoos you gather, less the cost.
What other effect do these tattoos have? But like, why do they lower the cost of entering the fortress? I'll ask the Rakshasa. We can assume Birch helps translate.
Birch just hops back and
Yeah.
He says they're a show of respect. The fortress is where the leader of the realm goes, so more tattoos means that you've helped its inhabitants, and so you get a cheaper passage.
But if she's kind of helped destroy this place, or at least put it in the state that it's in, why would she care to see that we were helping its inhabitants?
He said she went pretty violent, and the whole realm turned kind of violent, but she still follows the rules. To an extent.
Hmm.
I cannot claim to understand, but I do think that we should move.
All right. Gingham, you want to take us there, I guess?
Aye, we can go there.
He says if you're looking to get into the fortress, he says it's not too hard to get there, and you'll walk there a lot faster than it looks. But he said don't try to go there with at least one tattoo, or else it's going to be too expensive.
All right. Well, we can get to the vision, or whatever that house is. The flesh works. Okay. You guys want to join hands and go to this
Yep.
mansion?
He
Thank you.
gestures Birch back just before
Oh.
you guys go.
Okay.
Birch hops on there and hops back. He says, thanks, by the way. You were very kind.
Could you ask, Jack, why we shouldn't use magic? And is that only here, or is it everywhere? Yes.
He means don't use magic to restore him. It'll kill him, apparently. Part of the curse.
Oh.
Understood. All right. Well, we will return with your tongue and teeth.
Hopefully.
He nods enthusiastically.
When Birch reports that he says thank you, Jack thinks privately to Birch, well, we haven't done it yet. I guess we'll find out if he's going to be thankful or not.
You guys activating the vision?
To the
Yes.
vision.
Yep.
Whoop. Changing maps.
I feel really good about traveling to a location called Fleshworks. I just wanted to share that with the group.
Perfect.
Looks like we are outside of a building. Oh, okay.
Yep, the door is open. And as you guys teleport in, you just wisp in and out, blink of an eye like you did when you got here. And in front of you, you can see pieces of mannequins hang from chains or are impaled on spikes in this foyer. Some have macabre, fleshy, or metallic additions. A few bleed. 3 complete statues depict a monstrous human-like woman in various dance poses, her mouth open as if singing or screaming. Her long, pale locks darken to a crimson towards the tips. She dresses in a bizarre, painful-looking harness of leather and iron. Some of her skin is flayed, some of her bones exposed, and her mouth has oversized fangs and a thick, pale tongue. Her eyes resemble clockwork mechanisms. One of the statues holds her harness open, revealing a withered heart cabled into a bloody hole in her chest. Words in blood mark the wall, and the scent of it hangs in the air. Several casks have also been stacked here, painted with a broken bone in a pool of blood.
What in the 9 hells is this?
This just became a horror game, Chase. What happened? I mean, it's always been a little mysterious and stressful, but now we've just gone like full body horror. Okay. What do the words say on that are painted in blood?
Let's see.
Did I miss that?
I didn't hear it either.
Oh, here we go. Let's see. None of you speak the language.
What? You guess what, though? We have a wand.
Does translate work with reading too?
I don't know.
Let me
What's
look
the
it up real
description
quick.
say? Victoria speaks the language.
Oh, nice, Victoria.
She walks in and she points at the words. Interlopers shall be consumed.
Consumed.
What language is that?
Verisian.
What is that the language of, Chase?
It's from
Verisia.
Verisia.
And what is Verisia?
Verisia is a region in the inner sea region, kind of to the northwest.
It's just like another like country or
Yep.
kind of kingdom
It's kind of like
thing.
Cheliax, or it's
Okay.
kind of north of Cheliax, if I recall correctly.
Oh, that
those
tracks, because these
people-
adventures were from Verisia.
You actually
Right.
visited Verisia. That's where the stairs were that you guys went to with that
Oh.
one lady.
Okay, got it. You from Verisia?
No, but I visited. Stayed in Sandpoint for quite some time. They have a lovely festival every year.
Rather be there than here. Do you think interlopers means us?
I would have to imagine. Are we welcome here, do you think?
I do knowledge on the statues.
For sure.
Could I look around for
Craft.
traps?
Craft, really?
Yes, you can. Perception.
Blind, Chase?
Blind perception, and you can do a public craft.
I don't know what I rolled, but if it's another nat 1, I'm quitting this campaign right now.
You don't see any traps.
Okay.
It's,
Gingham, these statues are just that. They are just statues, but they are made of a mix of orichalcum, bone, and blood, and some actual skin and sinew. They don't look like they're any sort of like magical construct or anything like that, though. They just look like statues. They're all of the same woman, just in different poses.
Interesting.
Does this room have visible doors or oh, I guess I see one on the south end. Are there any other?
Yeah, there's one to the north, one to the south.
Okay.
And then very large windows on the side that you're entering from that could probably be opened and moved through.
I don't see any traps from here. That doesn't mean there aren't any. I could try to send my raven through if we get one of the doors open.
I'm just gonna try the door in front of us, Chase.
Oh, isn't that the one that's already open?
It is open, yeah.
Oh wait, why do you want another door open then?
To send the raven into the building, but like we don't have to do it that way. We can just go in. I was just saying that was an option if we want it.
I'm totally down to do the creepy raven thing. That's always fun.
I'm just wondering if interlopers counts as soon as we step foot into this room or like farther. I don't know, whatever. We can, I guess, go in. Does anyone else see anything I'm missing?
I did roll a blind check, Chase.
Okay. For, what was your check? The perception?
Just a perception.
Yeah, you don't see any traps either.
Does Victoria?
She does not.
Okay.
There's Gingham's roll. That matters.
Gingham does not see any traps either.
All right. Well,
You
don't
guys got
laugh,
so scared of the
Chase.
description of this place.
I did. I'm nervous.
Like, if there's ever a trap, it would be right here.
Jack
A
will
little bit.
creep inside, sneaking by default as he usually is now.
Yeah, that scent of blood gets very heavy as you walk in here. And when you get in, it's kind of like the sound from outside gets muffled. And you hear like a squish, 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 squish sound just kind of coming from all around you.
Does it seem to be like a discernible pattern, or more like heartbeat, or more like footsteps? Like,
Neither. Kind of like if you were to grab a sponge and squeeze the liquid out of it, but just kind of random squishes here and there. And they're faint and distant, but it's hard to discern a direction.
Okay. I will quietly communicate that back, like what I'm here experiencing in here. Can they hear me? Okay.
They cannot when you talk from
Oh.
there and they're outside.
Okay. Well, I guess you guys see Jack is mouthing stuff and you don't hear anything.
What is he doing?
I think he's trying to speak.
I'll try to when it looks like they can't hear me, I'm gonna try to leave and see if I can.
Yeah, you can leave.
Okay, and is everything back to normal?
Yep, as soon as you step out there, they can hear you again.
Okay, I will explain. I don't know what that means, but it was weird and pretty gross sounding.
Hmm.
Well, did you see a jaw or a tongue?
Well, I see teeth and tongue on that statue there. Or, Chase, do all the statues have that weird teeth and
Just
tongue?
the one in the
Okay.
center here.
I mean, I feel like it can't be that easy, but also those look like fangs and a tongue.
Well, maybe it is that easy.
Doesn't look like it fits a Rakshasa, though.
I'm not exactly up to date on my Rakshasa anatomy, so I'll have to trust you guys on that one.
Can I hear the squish squish now that I walked in?
You hear it as soon as you step in.
Can I do a knowledge?
Sure.
I think it's a haunt.
It's religion.
Can I do the religion as well?
Sure.
Esoteric lore, you mean?
32.
32. It is a haunt, Crunk. You don't know from where, though, or what kind.
Does a 40 tell any more?
A 40 does, Gingham. You still don't know from exactly where it is, but you know that this haunt, you've read about it or experienced it. It is called Cannibalistic Echoes, and it is going to be somewhere where a living victim was consumed alive by somebody of their own species. And if the haunt affects you, it will do so silently. And when you get in a stressful moment, you will want to eat your friends and you will start attacking them to do so.
Kingdom tilts their head. Jack, how do you feel right now?
Uneasy?
You don't want to eat anybody though, right?
No.
Oh, good. So this squeaking noise, or squishing noise, and Gingham says it loud enough for Crunk to hear too. If we get into a stressful situation, we will feel compelled to eat one another, probably. It's not great.
I'm pretty good at dealing with haunts.
Ooh, are you now?
If I can find them, aye.
We have to find where the thing died.
All right. Seems difficult in a place like this, but I'll keep my eyes out.
Can I do like a medicine check, Chase, to see if I can tell where in all this muck and gore something died?
Doesn't look like anything died to you in here, but if it becomes applicable, I will.
Thank you.
So, just a player clarifying question. So, like, a haunt could be, like, throughout this whole building. Like, it doesn't mean that it died in here necessarily, right?
It means that you hear it. So this one is an audible noise is how you get a hint of it. And so you can't pinpoint it. It's like an indiscernible location, but it means it's going to be nearby.
Are haunts creatures that you, like, can fight?
They're like restless spirits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, restless spirits. They're like mechanically, they're like a mix between a creature and a trap. They'll trigger and they will keep doing what they're doing. And the only way to purify a haunt is to put the restless spirit to rest through however you can find a way based on how it died, or vitality damage can harm them, and they do have hit points and can be dispersed.
Okay.
But it's hard to pinpoint them because they are invisible most of the time.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Well, I guess we will find where the thing died then.
Also, Gingham, I guess with your 40, I'll also let you know, there is more than one. In fact, it sounds like there's a lot of cannibalistic urges around here.
A lot of what?
Cannibalistic urges, so a lot of the same haunt.
There's a lot.
Like more than 4?
Probably.
More than 2, I'll give you that with your roll.
Okay.
More than 2 at least.
Okay.
don't be stressed. Gingham pats Jack, and it's much warmer than Gingham was treating Jack before.
Jack takes note of that. Finds it a little strange, but we're in Cannibal Town, so I'll deal with that later. Well, north or south, I guess. Could I maybe listen and see if there's any, now that I'm focused on the sound, if it's like...
You can do a perception for sounds.
Yeah. Okay. That's a 43.
A 43. You cannot discern where the squishes are coming from, but when you listen really close, you do hear a sound like claws scraping on stone coming from the other side of this eastern wall.
There's no door there, right?
No door.
Okay. Claws scraping on stone? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I will report to the group. Could I check that wall for like a hidden passage or something?
Yeah, you don't see one.
Okay.
What's your
Maybe
perception?
just a shared wall with another chamber. Potentially. Okay, well, I guess we still have to pick a door.
Left.
All right, north it is.
Okay, Crunk's leading the way.
Do you
Yep.
want me to be quiet leading the way, or do we think it doesn't matter with haunts because they are what they are?
Chase, do we know if, like, with my knowledge that I rolled for the haunt, do I know? It matters?
Generally, you cannot hide from a haunt.
Generally, you cannot
senses.
hide from a haunt.
Even though I have foil senses?
Yeah, because
Okay.
they're not like living beings. They're just
That's fine.
they're kind of set off by proximity generally.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then, yeah, I'll just follow Crunk.
Opening that door, Crunk.
Yep.
More tortured statues hang in these halls among iron spikes, chains, and implements. Here and there, patches of undifferentiated flesh and pools of blood seem to well up between the floorboards or panels on the wall, giving the place the smell of a fresh slaughter.
The smell
How
of a
charming.
fresh slaughter.
I know that smell well. Ugh.
Oh
Yep.
my goodness. I bet that's where the haunt is.
I can't see because it's only Crunk in the door. Oh, you mean where that fleshy pile of oozy flesh
Yeah.
is?
That was my thought. That was, you know,
What would give
it's
you
an
that
uneducated
impression, Em?
guess.
Yeah, I think
Uneducated
that's
guess.
kind of out of left field. I don't know what you're going off of. With
My
that
bad.
one.
Did you want me to take a stab at it? Or did we want to
Please.
try to put it to rest?
We should try and alleviate the pain of those around us. Yes.
So put it to rest or blast it with positive energy?
Put it to rest, please.
Well, that I don't know how to do. You have any ideas?
I thought you said you knew how to deal with haunts.
I do, but not in the putting him to rest way. I just good with vitality.
How did this one become restless again, Gingham, you think? Like something
They
ate
were
it?
well by their own kind. It was cannibalism.
Maybe that creature, whatever ate it, is still here. What if we kill that?
Take its remnants from its stomach and return its parts to one another.
Assuming the remnants haven't been digested, I guess. But yeah.
Good enough plan to try, then, Nanny. Crunk will bow his head respectfully towards the deceased. We will do what we can to put you at rest. And then he'll move on.
Okay. I'll
I'll
leave
open
it be
this
for
door.
now then.
Yeah, quick question, Chase. As we've moved through and seen like different parts, like does it seem like these are could I discern what kind of creature, or is it like all sorts of different
It's
kinds?
all sorts.
Okay. Including that fleshy, gross pile is like just a mix of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Opening the next door.
That's what I said. I tried to open it, but it didn't open for me. Oh, now
Okay.
it does. Oh, there's another flesh pile. Don't step that way.
Oh, gross. So,
Yeah.
for those not visualizing the map, there's like a couple of narrow hallways that we've stepped into so far, and they both have fleshy, gross piles at one end. So that's 2 so far.
Boy, do they.
And how?
I'm
Next
guessing
door?
we don't learn it. Yeah, we don't learn anything
This door
new,
right
really.
here, Crunk, this is not a door. This is one of the large windows. There are curtains drawn. And if you look through the curtains, you can see this leads outside.
I think that we cannot progress any further this way.
Is there a door at the end of the hall here, Chase?
So the end of the hall there is another window.
Oh.
And then the hallway turns around the corner.
Oh, it turns. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't even see the turn.
This is another window right there.
Can I open it?
Yep. That one seems to lead out to the back. Looks like the back entrance. And this is a door right here in front of you.
I'll open that.
What's the back look like? What's in the back? Just
The
like
back looks rather like the entrance. Just there's like a little dead garden out back that also looks like props.
Okay.
Okay, Crunk, opening the door.
Yep.
All right, you open the door
Ah!
to a large fleshy mass, and I need all of you to make blind will saves, please.
Oh my gosh. Is this a mental effect?
This is a mental effect.
Is this a dominate effect?
It is.
Is it so? It's an attempt to control or restrain you.
It is. Also, Gingham, something you know about this haunt, it can only possess one person at a time. So if multiple people fail, it will possess the one who did the worst.
Okay.
The biggest failure of them all.
The biggest failure of them all. Okay. All right.
Did Victoria roll?
She did.
Okay.
I really hope it's Gingham.
Oh my
All of you
Funny.
feel a sick pit in your stomach, like you just feel very hungry. It's brief, and then it fades away.
Ah. I'm guessing that was our friend, the haunt. One of them, anyway.
Aye.
Ugh, I feel a little nauseous. Not like I'm gonna eat any of you nauseous. Just to be clear.
Excellent clarification, Jack.
That's good, because I felt it for a minute to eat other.
Chase, can I move through this?
Yeah, you can. It's difficult terrain. It's squishy. It oozes and pops.
I'm gonna
with
stand
blood as you
here
step
and I'm
over.
gonna offer to lift everybody over it.
Smart.
Jack is back there. Now, Gingham, if you got possessed, would you actually
Victoria
want
will let
to
you.
eat any of us? Because you're not made of the same stuff. You
Gingham,
know?
you want
would you
upsies over?
just want to...
Well,
You would still want to eat them.
I know. This is just Jack's musing.
I think that I did get hungry when I looked at you and Crank, so probably. as like Gingham's getting the uppies over.
Jack will just step gingerly through.
Wait, there was a door here, wasn't there?
There is. There is
Let's do this
a
one.
very large door right here.
Can we open it?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's
So
do
just,
it.
Wait. Hang on. Jack points out that this might be the room where we heard the clawing. So just to be ready for whatever that... Actually, could I listen at the door?
Yeah,
Maybe?
you do hear the same scratching from the other side of the door here.
Okay. So, ready yourselves, I guess. I don't know what that thing is. Jack will pull out his short sword and dagger.
Okay.
Gingham will do an anthem.
I'm gonna two-hand my weapon.
Victoria will pull out her staff. And actually, she will cast her halo over herself.
How nice. Is she shining and shimmering?
Yeah, she does. She glows.
I'll do a like courageous anthem, like a ooh, here we go, maybe.
Most motivating anthem I've ever heard in my
Yeah,
life.
it's super motivating.
Here we go, maybe.
Maybe.
Opening the door.
Okay.
Sweet.
As you open the door, we're going to roll initiative and
Aha.
show you what you see.
I hate it.
And we'll let somebody describe it. There it is.
Oh.
Aww.
Oh.
No, immediately no.
Immediately. Aw.
Is it Katie?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Give us your version of this description, because it's going to be different from mine, I think.
So this is clearly the hard work of an inventor trying to better something and massively failing. This is like an ant arachnid hybrid thing with where the pincers should be 2 3-pronged steely stabby things. They're called knives. Knives coming out of its maw. It's got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 6 legs. Half of them are metal robot-y. Then it's got 2 arms. One of them is all metal with knives, and then one's an organic arm, but still with knives on the end. And it's covered in a bunch of other metal things. So it looks half mechanic and, half ant, half spider.
And
So
like,
it's 3 halves.
just to be clear, it's like a flesh ant. Like, it's not
like
like
a
a
flesh
bug
ant.
ant. It's like a fleshy, gross, massive flesh ant.
I don't know why you say gross. I think
I
an
literally
inventor
closed
was
it halfway through your
trying
description, Katie.
his
I was like, I
hardest.
can't look at this thing anymore. I don't like it.
I think
It's
an inventor
pretty
was trying its
heinous.
hardest.
Ugh.
And as you open the door, this thing talks as if there's blood gurgling in its throat, and its little metal tools, mandible things clack together as it speaks. Doesn't look like it should be able to, but you hear a voice. It says, "Uncompleted clay. Let me mold you into something beautiful and complete."
It's gonna be a pass for me, dog.
Okay.
And let's see. We shall put y'all into initiative.
May I roll stealth for initiative, Chase? Because I'm always stealthing. And I was ready
Yeah,
for
you
this.
sure can.
Yee!
I don't like it.
I really don't
think-
either.
I think it's fine. And
Not
a
my
work-
favorite thing.
It's an inventor's work.
There we go. All right. So we've
I-
got a Marzali the Stitcher, followed by Jack, then Gingham, then Victoria, then Crunk.
Okay.
Neat.
Can I use tactical entry as well?
Yeah. What does that do?
I can move, basically, before
Oh,
anything
yeah,
happens.
for sure.
Do I want to move
Oh, let me
closer
tell
to
you
this
what the
thing?
room looks like as you open as well. This hot, humid room stinks of rendered fat and fresh
No,
gore.
we can leave it at that. I don't need to hear any more about the room.
4 vats contain a crimson slurry churning around chains of armatures that hang to the tubs. Pieces of unfinished bodies, many with artificial sheen, dangle from other barbed chains, hooked cables, or bizarre iron frames. Fumes vent upwards through an enormous chimney barred at the bottom, making a horrid stench.
I'm so glad that you completed the description. I feel like
Yeah.
I have a good image now, and totally happy with the word slurry in that description. Do I want to use tactical entry? Because I'm using stealth, but I assume, Chase, that if I just like move into the room, like here, like for example, he's gonna see me, right? I don't know.
You'll have to roll a stealth to see. Well, it would be your stealth for initiative would be what determines that.
Got it. Well, I'll give it a go. 5,
Good old college try.
10,
Mhm.
20. I'll go hide behind this blood vat, this slurry vat. Yum.
That?
I'm sure this isn't a mistake. That's my tactical entry. I feel good about my choices.
Excellent. All right.
In case you're
Okay.
thinking too long, I don't like it.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
was looking at the abilities. All right.
and how he's
So
going to kill me.
we are going to go ahead and we are going to start this thing. Did you guys see what that just put in chat? I'm curious.
Nope, says Game Master privately rolled some dice.
Sweet. All right.
Disagree,
Okay.
but continue.
Okay. So this thing is up first, and it is going to reach into this vat of gore right here, and it plunges its claws into there, and then starts molding them like clay, and then plops it on the ground and forms one of these.
Oh my gosh,
gets
what's
worse.
wrong with her
How
hands?
does it get worse?
Okay. No,
my
he's
gosh.
trying his best.
I think this is your turn, Em, maybe?
No, it's mine, and I'm so disappointed by that. It's like a zombie, but just like even more gross and desiccated and fleshy. And also the hands are like deformed and like burnt. They're like smoking and kind of cracked with heat. Yeah, I don't know. Does it look kind of stitched together, Chase, or
Yeah.
more like kind
It
of?
does.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It looks gross and unhappy,
Yeah.
which is how I feel about it. So,
Yeah. Then he's gonna dip his claws into this vat of gore right here, and he's gonna make another one.
so there are two of these fleshy zombies, like flank on either side of him,
Correct.
just for people listening.
And then he's gonna step, or he's gonna move. He's gonna walk over to here.
Also worth pointing out in this description that this ant thing is large, huge.
What science
yes,
category would you
he
put
is-
this in?
He is very large. Yeah. He
Huge?
That's,
Is he 3 squares? 1, 2? Yeah, I think it's huge, right?
yes.
Yay, us.
That's his turn. All right. It's this one's turn right here. Boop. The one that he just made.
They both rolled higher? Oh my
They both rolled
gosh. I mean, I
high.
guess I rolled pretty low for my initiative, but
Sorry, I remember I just forgot to look at these things, so.
You could continue to forget.
yeah, you could just not put them in the combat if that's easier for you, Chase.
I feel
Yeah.
like they should probably come in later anyways. Like, they don't act this round.
Yeah.
They do.
They are called Tormented. For those not seeing the initiative list, they're called Tormented. And this ant is called Marzali the Stitcher. That's great. That's a cute name.
Marzali.
Doesn't that
How
name sound way more
adorable.
pleasant than what this thing actually is?
Yeah.
Marzali?
What did Marzali used to be in order to turn into this monstrosity?
I'm telling you, an inventor tried its best, and we're not giving Marzali the benefit of the doubt
Oh.
here.
I have
What doubt?
serious notes for that inventor.
Well, they tried their best. I don't.
I have big feedback.
Gingham will fix it.
Have we vamped enough for you, Chase?
Yeah, you have. Thank you. Okay, I got it. All right, so these two are both going to go here. So
They have to.
they both are reformed, and as soon as they are formed up, their hands are burning, and they start crunching and bending their limbs in all kinds of unnatural ways. You can see bones protrude from skin as their bones break backwards, and then snap back into place, and then break the other way as they kind of both just slowly linger forward towards the door. And then both of their necks snap in unison, and they just let out this horrific, agonizing scream. And all of you need to make me 2 will saves.
Okay.
What about a 41?
41 is a success.
Critical success?
33?
33 is a fail.
What about a
Shoot.
40?
40 is also a success.
Critical success. Boom,
30.
boom, Desna's
Oh, I
with
have
me.
to roll another
Shield
one.
my
I was
ear.
like, why did you roll twice?
Oh.
That's right. I forgot. Okay, well, I failed once. And I hopefully succeed with a 43 on the second
43
one.
is a success. Gingham, 49 is a critical success.
A 35, I assume, is a fail.
Success.
Oh, 35 is?
Yep.
Oh, okay. It's crit on both of them.
Sweet. Okay, so Crunk and Gingham, you guys are both good. Victoria and Jack both failed your first and succeeded your second. So, here is the damage for the first one. This is mental damage.
Oh,
So 33 mental
Lot of
damage.
ones.
okay.
And then you will take half damage from this second one. So that's going to be 23 on the second one.
Okay, so
56 total.
ow.
And you are going to be sickened one.
Was I not already from being in this place? My goodness.
Nope. But now you feel it, and that scream was so horrible. It is now going to be Jack.
Do they seem to see me?
Nope.
Okay. All right, well, I will.
Wasn't this place a fun change of pace?
Wasn't it just? Wasn't it just? I'm going to skirmish strike this
Okay.
tormented that's closest to me.
You got it.
Remember, you have a +1 from Gingham's.
Yay, thank you. And rolling. My gosh, can I please roll above a 10? Like, tonight at all? Ever? That'd be cool. 32.
Okay, a 32 is going to miss.
Oh my gosh. Do I use the Rabbit Prince?
Kind of lightning fast puts up its hot hand and catches your blade.
Okay, it's fine. I'll just miss. And I will use my quick strike now, Chase.
Okay, you got it.
Norgriber was about to show you with one hand I give and one hand I take.
Yeah, for real. Well, so far he's only taken, so because I have not rolled well tonight.
I don't
at
know.
all.
He gave pretty hard on memories.
Your memories, that's true. 42.
And
Against-
sword.
42.
The
Give me
biggest skill
1
of all.
second.
Well, the sword is only a gift if it hits. If I roll 2s, it's not that cool.
The 42, yeah, 42 hits.
Okay. 32 damage.
32 piercing damage. All right, you stab into this thing, and it doesn't even seem like it feels it, but it definitely seems to damage it.
Oh,
And it
okay.
looks you right in the eyes and just looks so sad.
Aw.
Well, sorry, not sorry. It's gonna get debilitated also. Give it enfeebled.
Enfeebled.
All right, so I've got 2 more actions. I'm going to cast Mirror Image.
Okay, go ahead and
Can I do that?
That's
Okay.
2 actions. You got it.
Yep.
It's applied.
All right,
There's no reactions.
great. That's my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, Jack, this thing is still staring at you, looking so sad. And as it stares at you, you feel like you can't help but just see those very sad eyes. And you start getting flashes and images through your mind of how horribly this thing died. You have images of this large creature in the center, pinning it down and picking its skin apart ever so slowly and feeding it to horrific creatures made of shadow. And this thing just screaming as it's dissected and eaten alive. And it makes this creature in the center feel much more terrifying at the same time. So I need you to make me 2 will saves.
2.
They are both mental. They are both fear.
Okay. First one is a 42.
Okay, that is going to critically succeed. So you are immune to the tormented now.
I still have to make the second one though.
Yep.
Okay. And second one is a nat 20.
Nat 20, nice. So this one you're not immune to, but you don't take any effects from it. But this large creature in the center just feels absolutely terrifying, especially after you saw how these people died.
Okay.
Okay. All right, that makes it Gingham's turn.
Okay.
Could I yell out, like, try not to look in their eyes. It's freaky.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can. Victoria will say, the ones he just made are undead. I can hurt them all at once if we want to hold off hurting the big one. I don't think he is.
Okay, Crunk, do you want to go fast right now?
I always like going fast, but
I'm gonna go with my original plan. I'm gonna cast haste on Crunk.
Okay.
And then I'll do exploit vulnerability on the big experiment here.
Roll me that esoteric lore.
Rolling. You fucking kidding me?
oh,
31.
A 31 is not going to get it. You're not even quite sure what this thing is yet.
That's that was the most productive turn ever. I'm done.
Okay. Victoria's turn. She's going to hold. Go ahead, Crunk.
Crunk's hands tighten on his new sword, Alliance, as he feels the haste coursing through him. In a flash, he's standing here, and I'm gonna go ahead and spell strike. We don't know what this is weak to, but it has metal on it, so we're gonna
Victoria
go
did
with...
ask you to hold off on him.
She said if.
You do you. I'm just pointing it out.
Yeah, Crunk's doing this.
Okay.
And we're gonna go ahead and do yeah, she should have gone first.
You'll learn, Victoria.
Victoria should have gone before me if she wanted to.
She's gonna heal it, just so you know, if you damage it.
Well, she should have gone before, shouldn't she have?
All right. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go first.
All right. Fine, Crunk, Mr. Stubborn.
Oh, wait. One sec. I didn't critically fail that knowledge, but I failed it.
Yes.
I have dubious knowledge, Chase.
Dubious knowledge. Okay. This thing is either a flesh golem, an advanced one, that's made of a bunch of different bodies and is healed by electricity damage, or it is a Velstrak, which is a weird creature that is a conglomeration of different bodies, and it is immune to cold and weak to silver.
Thank you. Continue.
Okay. All right. Victoria will go in. She's going to step up. She's got her halo, and then she is going to use her quickened casting to do a 3-action heal. Are you okay if I move this thing back a titch, Crunk?
Sure.
She's going to push this back with her heal, and she is going to put a reflective shield around her. And now she's going to cast this spell. All right, so all of you are going to take this healing, and all of them are going to save against the damage. 63 damage, or 63 healing to anybody who's damaged. So that's Victoria and Jack.
It came from Marzali the Stitcher.
Whoops.
He's healing. Oh, he's a friend, guys. He's a friend.
Yeah,
Relax.
No, it is fine.
And then these things will make their saves. That one's going to critically fail.
Nice.
And then the second one is going to fail. So this one's going to take 63 damage. And this one is going to take 126.
Sick.
It's still
Okay.
up.
That's her turn. Okay. That makes it Crunk.
Crunk will go. He's gonna go here.
Gingham's gonna
And
be
Crunk
like,
is going.
you might heal him with your sword.
Her heal, by the way, is a big bubble of like prismatic rainbow energy.
How pretty.
Spell strike with electric arc.
Gingham's watching very intently about this electricity thing. This might be a bad idea, Crunk.
Electric arc! 46.
46 is going to hit.
Not crit?
Not crit.
Okay. This is base weapon damage. It's just a normal weapon, just normal metal. And
Okay.
I have acid, electricity, and fire.
Okay. Seems
Wait.
to damage it normally.
And then also this. And I get to arc damage to another thing. Which one took 100 plus damage? One in
The
front of
top
Jack?
Oh, don't they get a reflex save on these?
You're right, which actually means I can't spell strike with this.
Oh, you don't have the feat to do that?
No, I thought I didn't have one that was like that. Sorry, my bad. I'll have to do ignition.
Okay, that's okay.
Burnt flesh. That's gonna smell delicious.
It smell awesome.
26.
Hey, that was much better damage. Okay. Yeah, you roast him and he chitters and shivers. I love the smell of burning creation.
Then I will let it engulf you.
Oh.
Okay. Also, Victoria is slowed 200 next turn. She seems terrified as soon as she steps in.
Poor girl.
Aw.
Stay behind me, Victoria. So I moved, I spell struck, and I'm going to enter Arcane Shroud.
Cascade?
Arcane Shroud put me in it. So I'm going to put on Mountains Resilience to defend myself for this next one.
Excellent. All right, and then that is the end of your turn, right, Crunk?
Correct.
Go ahead and make me a will save against mental and fear, as even if Crunk's still brave, this is one of the more terrifying things you've gone against. Will save.
Okay. Natural 20.
Of course, because Crunk's never been afraid of anything in this entire campaign.
2?
Huh?
2?
2 will saves?
Do I have to do 2
Nope,
will saves?
just one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's it. You're not immune to this effect. This is an ongoing, but you're good for this round. Okay. And with that, the tormented are starting to creep towards Jack and Crunk, and it looks like Marsley is reaching into these other pots to make more. But we'll go ahead and wrap that up for today and pick up next time.
Why did you roll so much?
Don't worry about it.
I'm a
Guys,
little
we might
worried
have to
about
kill
it.
these pots.